Hey guys, Matt here and welcome to this fragrance review on my channel. Hope you're all doing well today. This review I'm going to be talking about a fragrance from the Italian house of Versace. Eros. Now this fragrance is just phenomenal. Now there's been a flanker to this called Eros Flame, and of course there's a new Eros Eau de Parfum, and not to mention even a parfum version of this. But the version I have here is from 2012. This is a first edition if you even want to go through all that sort of shit. I haven't used a lot of it because it's one of those fragrances that whenever I spray it, it just lasts and lasts and lasts. Gianni Versace, as you guys know, is or was a Italian designer who was actually murdered in 1996. He was shot outside of his home, and it pretty much shocked the world. Of course, I was only 3 years old when it happened, and I wasn't that intelligent that age to understand it. But just growing up and really getting into fragrances and finding out how he died was really sad, because I've watched documentaries on Gianni Versace and the guy was a genius. Just an absolute genius. But for him to just be murdered was really just a harrowing incident. But he lives on, through his daughter. His daughter's called Donatella Versace. She is pretty much the engine of the company these days. She is in charge of pretty much all of the perfume releases, the fashion. She was a huge influencer when it came to this fragrance. She wanted to create a fragrance which was really heavily inspired on Greek mythology. Now, Eros is named after the god of love. If you look at him in pictures, he's seen with a bow and arrow, so the bow and arrow and the heart kind of thing. But that's what this fragrance is inspired by. So it's inspired to make, I believe, women to love. And in all fairness, this does get a very good response when it comes to the females. My girlfriend is a very big fan of this, I believe. I think she really likes it.
Yeah, I do like it. It's nice. Really nice.
It is good stuff. Now, this fragrance was designed by Aurélien Gauchard. And Aurélien Gauchard is, of course, very well known. Let's spray it on here real quick. Here's the spray for Eros by Versace. This is probably the first time I've sprayed the scent in a while. Looking at other fragrances from Aurélien Gauchard, he's created Azaru Couture, which is of course a female fragrance that came out in 2008. He's created Chinatown, Jones Beach, Hudson Yards, and Andy Warhol's Silver Factory, all from Bond Number 9. He's made the new Hero by Burberry, which is a new release. I need to get my nose on that. And he's made, of course, David Beckham Classic Blue, and not to mention the original classic as well. So he's created some celebrity scents all the way to niche, and not to mention designer. Let's get into this fragrance now. So, according to Fragrantica, Versace Eros is an aromatic fougere. Now, I don't know if that's the right term for this fragrance, but what I get when I first spray this is I get a blast of mint, but the mint isn't like it hits you in the face like a Vicks Vapor Rub, or like you've been chewing on some mint chewing gum or anything like that. This mint is sweet, and I think because it also has apple in there as well, it just absolutely smells incredible. I'm detecting a little bit of lemon as well on top, which is again going in that sweet direction. But I just absolutely love the opening of this. It's classy, it's sexy, it's modern, but it's fantastic. Really is a fantastic blend. That mint is just, it's sweet, but it is refreshing. It's giving off this like a refreshing vibe when I'm smelling it. The apple is there. It is a little bit crisp. Very much a nice green apple smell. And I like that lemon. Like I said, that lemon is just really nice. But with those notes really being quite dominant in the opening, this fragrance just gets better the longer it sits on your skin. It's strong, but the longer it sits on your skin, it turns into this tonka, cedar, vetiver type of dry down, which just smells absolutely fantastic. I think the smell really suits the way the bottle looks as well. I mean, I'm really into like bottle architecture and bottle design. That, plays a really big part into my fragrance collection. This to me just looks awesome, and I can really see the actual love taken care into the bottle, but I can also see that this is directed towards that partying type of guy, which this fragrance is absolutely for, in all fairness. This is the type of scent that you want to wear for a first date. It's definitely a night out scent, the type of fragrance that will last you throughout the whole of the evening. But it is also a daytime scent as well. You can really rock this during the day, and it works really well in spring. I think the springtime just does wonders for this fragrance. It just really is a classy blend, but at the same time it is very playful. More in the opening though. The dry down it turns into this sophisticated, really nice scent. I think with the amazing substitutes of the Virginian cedar and the Atlas cedar, which is added in this scent, just gives this fragrance just a fantastic woody dry down, which is just, you really kind of complain with. It's such a popular scent these days, hence why it's been tampered with in terms of the formulas and that. I mean, I'm really happy to own this because I bought this when it first came out. I spent a lot of money on this, and I'm still really happy to have like the amount I do. Now you can still buy this. Like I said, I bought this when it first came out. I think I paid about £65 for this retail because I got it in Debenhams, and that was in 2012. So it's one of the oldest fragrances that I own. But nowadays you can actually find this on eBay for about, I don't want to say, if you go on eBay right now, you'll know what I mean. It's definitely not an expensive scent like it was. But I'm not sure how the new version smells. I'm not sure if it's still potent because, of course, the new Eros Flame was released. I've smelled the new Eros Flame. It's really nice in all fairness, but I think it's overly similar to this. So it was kind of an unnecessary flanker in my opinion. Don't hate me for that. That's just, of course, my opinion when I say it. This version, the original Eau de Toilette, nowadays, I don't know if it's been watered down, hence why there's a new Eau de Parfum. If it has been, then that's just absolutely ridiculous. So I don't want to compare it to the new version too much because, like I said, I haven't tried the new version. But if you guys have got the new version and you've recently purchased the new Eau de Toilette, do let me know. You'll notice a few differences. With this version that I've got, this Eau de Toilette, it just says Versace Eros. The Eau de Toilette now, I'm getting sick of saying that. The new version now actually says Eau de Toilette on the bottle so that people don't get mixed up between that and the Eau de Parfum version. It's silly, I know, but that's just the way Versace are going now with their fragrances, and it's whatever. This fragrance alone delivers. I think this whole Eau de Parfum crap doesn't really make sense with this scent because this is one of the strongest fragrances that I've got in my collection. I get about 14-15 hours out of this, literally. So why would I want to purchase an Eau de Parfum version, which is probably going to last around the same time, maybe even longer, who knows. I'm not saying too much, I'm just saying how I feel right now because this is just, there it is, amazing. That's all I'm going to say. It's just an amazing scent. Now going back to the notes, there is also an Ambroxan note in this. Now Ambroxan is a fragrance note that apparently it's a modern synthetic compound with a dry, amber, musky smell. That kind of does make sense because I am getting this slight amber smell coming through. But so far all I'm getting still is just that green apple with that tonka, and it's just really, really beautiful. That mint right now is starting to fade into disappearance. And what I'm starting to get left now with is just this sweet but very nice scent. Just beautiful. You guys need to go out and check this out if you haven't tried it. Versace Eros. Amazing. I don't want to get into a predicament talking about this version and the new version and all that stuff, because at the end of the day, you know, we could be here for weeks talking about which version's better, but I'm just talking about the fragrances in my collection, and that's all that will ever be about at the end of the day. This is just excellent stuff. I would highly recommend that you guys check out Versace Eros. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Really means a lot. Keep smelling good. Thanks so much for watching my review on Versace Eros. See you in the next video, guys.